Hey, Angie Nelson here from theworkathomelife.com. Today we are going to be talking about some great places that you can find legitimate work from home jobs. And make sure you stay till the end of the video to find out how you can learn more about these great job boards along with some other great information. Now, the first thing you should know about using online job boards to find work from home jobs is that there is going to be a lot of variety in the quality of listings that you're going to find, along with the quality of sites that you'll be using. There's going to be some sites that'll just list anything that's available out there, regardless of whether it's legitimate or a business opportunity. Maybe there's going to be some scams in the mix, and there's also going to be some job boards out there that are going to actually do all of the research for you. So when you're on the site, you can apply to those jobs knowing that they've been fully vetted and there's no scams or any kind of multi-level marketing or business opportunities involved. So there's really going to be a large gamut of sites that you can choose from. Some are going to be busier than others, some will be less updated, but you're going to have a lot to choose from here. So one of the first ones we are going to be talking about is Indeed. This is a large job board that lists both online jobs and your traditional local jobs. So there's going to be a lot for you to dig through. Now, one thing you can do on Indeed when you're looking for work from home jobs is really start narrowing down your search with their search engine. They're going to have a little search engine that will allow you to enter keywords and also location. When you're on that site, you may want to put remote in the location. That's really going to cut down on the jobs that you're going to see there to only those that have marked them as, only those employers who have marked it as being a remote position. Now, sometimes that doesn't bring up everything, so you'll want to use the keywords instead and go ahead and leave that location blank. When you're using the keyword function, I like to use phrases like work at home or work from home, telecommuting, remote. One thing you're going to want to be cognizant of is that sometimes it will draw in everything that uses those words. So especially if you're using a phrase like work at home or work from home, you may want to put those in quotation marks just so that it knows to only bring you those jobs leads that have that exact phrase in the listing. Now, even with that, you're still going to be fed some junk as well. If you are putting work from home in the in the search function there, it may actually send you back some jobs that in the listing it says this is not a work from home position. So you're going to want to make sure that you are reading through all of those listings on Indeed with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that they are really what you're looking for. Because as I said, they do include local non-online jobs as well. So there's going to be a huge variety of listings on this site. Now, that being said, Indeed also does not vet their job listings. Therefore, you are going to come up with some things that are not going to be work at home jobs at all. It's not unusual to come across business opportunities over there. A lot of direct sellers will try to put those listings on Indeed. And so it's really a business opportunity that you're signing up for, not a work at home job. So make sure you're doing your research on that. And there's not usually a lot of feedback on Indeed jobs, so you'll want to go ahead and check on glassdoor.com, which is a site that lets the employees leave reviews. You can find a great deal of information about work at home companies by doing some research on glassdoor.com before you apply. So keep that in mind. Now that we're talking about some places to get good feedback on work at home jobs, another place that you may want to look for jobs is reddit.com. Now, if you're not familiar with Reddit, this is a really popular kind of forum type site. It's been around for years and there are things called subreddits for a lot of different topics. And within these subreddits, there are people that are just talking about their experiences with different things and asking questions. And therefore, it can be a great place to get some feedback on some of the opportunities that are out there. Now, two subreddits that you may want to check out are Work Online and also Freelance. And there's also another pretty active one that's called Telecommuting. Now, if you love online communities and forums, You're probably already active on Facebook. Facebook has a lot of different groups over there that can help you find legitimate work at home jobs. Again, these are going to be communities where people are getting together to discuss a certain topic, such as working at home, and it will be a place that you can ask questions about companies that you have come across, or just do a search within those communities to find some feedback that maybe others have left before you in regards to their experiences already. Now, these can come in handy, especially if you're looking for a certain type of job. There are going to be some Facebook groups that are dedicated to just social media jobs, or freelance writing jobs, or virtual assistant jobs. So those are some that you're going to want to search out over there in Facebook. You can also join my community, which is called Earning at Home, in which you can ask your questions and also get some feedback from my community members about certain jobs. Now, while we're talking about my community, don't forget that the workathomewife.com does provide updated listings of work at home jobs throughout the week. I also have hundreds of blog posts about specific work at home jobs and also specific work at home industries. You'll find posts over there that are dedicated to virtual assistant jobs, freelance writing jobs, customer service jobs, and more. So you'll want to stop by my site to check that out and also get some more information over there on the workathomewife.com in regards to your work at home search. Now, if you really want to cut down on the noise and start really getting serious about your work at home search, there are a couple of paid job boards that are really worth your investment. The first one is FlexJobs. Their membership fee starts at about $14.95 per month. Now, I know that a lot of you are out there thinking that you shouldn't ever have to pay for a work at home job, and anything that's trying to get you to pay a fee of any kind is a scam. And that's certainly not the case. One thing that makes FlexJobs different than a job board like Indeed is that they are vetting all of the listings that they put on their site. That's going to cut down on your chances of running into a scam and finding that you're out way more than $14.95. Now, FlexJobs has some other great features and functions that I have kind of laid out for you in another video here on YouTube. And one of them is their advanced job search. And that's why I pay for a FlexJob membership myself, because you can really cut out all the noise, get straight down to the opportunities that you're looking for, regardless of whether that is your industry. Maybe you're looking for a specific part-time or full-time position. Maybe you want something that's going to hire you as an employee instead of an independent contractor. Those are all things that you can plug into that advanced search feature on FlexJobs and cut out the noise, get down to applying. Now, if freelance writing is your jam and you're really looking for some great listings there, Cantina is going to be a job board that you'll want to check out. Just like FlexJobs, they go out and actually vet the opportunities that they're listing on their site. And they have to meet their quality standards over there. They're not going to serve you up a bunch of penny per word jobs. These are going to be legitimate writing jobs that you can apply to with confidence. Now, one thing to note about Cantina is they're not always accepting new members. So you'll want to keep an eye on their site to see when those new memberships are becoming available so that you can get in on the action. Now, those are just a few of the great places that you can start your work at home job search. I'm going to leave you a link in the description below that's going to lead you over to a post on my website that's going to tell you more about all of these job boards and a few others. And it's also going to give you some great tips as far as keeping your job search organized and really streamlining the process so you're not starting over from scratch every time that you want to apply for a job. Now, if you liked today's video, please give it a like and a share, and make sure that you're subscribed so you'll get notification of my next video. Until then, I wish you best of luck in your work at home job search.